Another viewer named Ross sent some photos and he wrote, I am using your videos as inspiration to get my own pole barn built. I am not the best carpenter, well, join the club, but I can follow instructions. Best regards, Ross. Well, man, those are some tall cedar poles, look like cedar to me, and they're straight too. You know, at first I thought old Ross might have swapped some power lines from the county road down from his house, but no, Ross wouldn't do that. I'm just kidding. Ross found some extra good cedar poles and he's making use of them. If you look close in that picture, you can see, I believe, his measuring stick. Probably that's what that is. I'm just guessing. Sort of like the one I used in building the pole barn here, because I found it much easier to find a 12, 14-foot stick. And then with, I think I just used a magic marker or something, or a Sharpie, and wrote the 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot measurements. I didn't bother to write inches on there, but it just makes it so much easier when you're measuring the distance, when you got your batter boards up, or you're measuring a distance or checking a distance from pole to pole. It just makes it easier to hold that pole up and to be able to look, or to set it on the ground and look at your measurements rather than using the old measuring tape. By the way, that measuring stick is also very useful for fencing, whether you're putting up T-posts or driving wooden fence posts in the ground. It's so much easier just to set that measuring stick against that pole and then come on down to your next 12-foot, mark it for your T-post or whatever, and then go on down and mark the next one under your string, your guide string or whatever. So that's just a free tip I threw in there. And you can see here in this next photo, it looks like summertime, and he is a little bit further along in the project. Boy, that's going to be a tall structure. He's going to be able to store a lot of hay in that barn. And then we can see a little bit further down the road, he's got the roof framed. It looks like there's some wall boards up in the loft, enclosing the loft area there. Ross went on to write, I don't think I have worked so hard on something ever before. I just thought I would give you an update on what I've been able to do. Thank you again for the videos you posted online. I would never have gotten this far without it. You will find some pictures attached of the progress over the summer. There's another photo. It looks like he's got the tin on the upper portion of the roof there, and the ridge cap is on. And there we see, a couple of vehicles out there, a couple of workers, either that or his wife brought him a sandwich while he's working hard on that thing. He's got more of the tin on the roof now, or all the tin on, it looks like. And here's another view of the finished roof there. So I really like steep pitched roofs like what Ross has built here. We don't get a lot of snow here, but when we do, a steeper pitch really sheds it off. It doesn't hold that weight for very long, especially once it starts melting. Looks like he's got a loft up in there with a loft window, and it's ready for some siding. Ross says, I am really looking forward to working on the creative details next, such as the door handles and shelving that you outlined in your videos. If you'd like to see that particular video that Ross is talking about, where I finish up the details of this pole barn that I'm standing in now, check out the video Building an Old-Fashioned Pole Barn Part 6. I believe it was a 6-part series. There's a playlist, Building an Old-Fashioned Pole Barn. I'll have the link below. But it's that number 6. It's the very last one where I show the details. For instance, the handles to the shelves, the cabinets, the drawers, the shelving for the nails, whatnot. So all the finishing touches for the barn. Check out that video, Building an Old-Fashioned Pole Barn Part 6, I believe. Part 6, Episode 12. And maybe this has encouraged some of you. Or maybe you're in the middle of your own pole barn project and you've been inspired, or you've learned a few of the tricks from watching the Farm Hands Companion channel. It doesn't have to be a pole barn. It could be anything that the Farm Hands Companion channel perhaps has inspired you to build. A chicken house, chicken nest, fencing, just whatever. Go out, take a few pictures of your project, and email them to me along with permission to use them, and we might feature them on another edition of this, the Farm Hands Companion Viewer Project Show. So make sure you do that. Send those pictures in to paulmack@farmhandscompanion.com. And before I go, one more thing. Remember, there's my book, Building an Old-Fashioned Pole Barn. I'll have the link maybe up here or maybe at the end of the video, and for sure in the description to this video. So make sure you take a look at that. Until next time, I'm Paul Mack, and I will talk at you later.